So it's Kat right here. So today the project and the video I'm doing is about polymeric sand. Polymeric sand is a very wonderful sand. It's kind of very fine sand particles mixed with polymers, and they combine in water, and it creates kind of a flexible glue, which is wonderful for patios, for driveways, for our area where I live in Utah. We have all 4 seasons. We have winter, which is really great because it's very humid and those polymers just kind of mix together and they're flexible and they don't crack like cement does, because cement will crack. And so let's get to the project. Okay, I'm here with all of my supplies. The supplies I have is a hose, obviously the water for setting the polymeric sand. We've got a leaf blower for doing the fine tuning once you have the polymeric sand laid out. Got the broom for moving the polymeric sand around. We got the polymeric sand. I got this at Home Depot. It's called Paverlink. I paid about $20 per bag, and you can pay different prices depending on where exactly you live. It could be anywhere between $20 to $40, but ours is $20. And I have this very small fine tuning broom. So step 1 here is to take the bags of sand and then just spread them out over the top of the stone as evenly as possible. Okay, now that I've laid the bag, I'm going to take the broom. So step 2 is to take the broom and just kind of brush it around. So the polymeric sand can go about 4 feet wide and as small as about 1/8 of an inch. You want it deep into the stone or the pavers as much as possible. You could even put a layer of the sand underneath the pavers or stones to get it to really solidify and not go anywhere. So once you have used the broom, moved the sand around, the next thing you got to do is just either take the small broom or the leaf blower and kind of just do the fine tuning. Because if you leave some of the sand on top of the stones, it'll solidify there and it'll leave kind of a haze. So you want them off the stones as much as possible, just want it into the cracks. So step number 3 is to get all the sand off the top of the stones, or pavers if you're using those, but I'm going to use the little hand broom and kind of brush it off, get it in the crack so I don't have that haze. Okay, got my little hand broom, now I'm going to go over the top of the stones. So the very best way to do this, as you can see, is I used the big broom. There's still the sand over the top of the stones. So you just take the small broom and just brush it off the stones. Okay, step 4. So step 4, I'm going to go over with the leaf blower. Just lightly go off, get the haze off of the stones. Now the fine tuning. Okay, step number 5. Oh, I should probably take these out of my ears. Oh yeah. There we go, now I can actually hear. So step 5 is the water. The water, you just lightly go over the top of it. You let it sit there for a couple of minutes. and then you go over it maybe 1 or 2 total times just to make sure it all gets down in there. You don't want to be too forceful with the water or else it'll just wash all the sand away, just kind of with a nice little shower. So you can see I got it all wet. There's not big puddles. I just soaked it pretty good. We'll let that sit for a couple of minutes and we'll do it again. Okay, so number 2. Okay, number 2 with the water. So I'm all done with my patio. This is so awesome. I love this patio. So I'll give it a full 24 hours till I move furniture onto it before we have high traffic. And if this was a driveway, I would give it a full 48 hours until I was driving on it with a car. Needs that time to solidify. So I just did the work hard. Now I get to go play hard. We're gonna go have a fire in our fire pit. So much fun. Roast some s'mores. So if you liked this, give me a thumbs up, remember to subscribe, and remember, work hard, play hard. We'll see you on the next project.